guys, welcome back to another video on Ms. Haven. If this is your first time seeing me, my name is Guti. I do videos on grad school experience. I do natural hair videos. Stick around, join the family, hit the subscribe button and help a girl grow her channel. So today, as you may have seen by the title of the video, we are doing a grad school experience, and I have here with me one of our first year students who's no longer a first year student, so I'd like him to introduce himself. Money.
Well, thanks for inviting me to your channel. My name is Emmanuel Salom Mensah Akoto, but I informally go with Manny or Manuel.
Yeah, just as I said.
Yeah.
Right, Manny, thank you so much for coming on Ms. Haven. So to start rolling, people would like to know who you are, why you're here. So I'd like you to tell us what you're doing here, and at large, what are you doing here at MSU?
Great. Well, I have just officially graduated from my first year in the Department of Biochemistry here. I had my undergraduate from the University of Cape Coast in Ghana in Biochemistry in 2020. And afterwards, I decided to pursue my PhD. Based on my career interest, I've always wanted to become a professor in the future. You know, I want big money. So I did a lot of applications, and in the end, Montana State University gave me the opportunity to pursue my dreams, and so I'm here. You know, it's been so far very fulfilling.
Awesome. So you're doing a PhD in biochemistry.
In biochemistry, that's right.
Awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about biochemistry? Because for me on my channel, I've had people come on that do mainly math, because my background is in math. So it's kind of like interesting to kind of like introduce someone who's from a field that might be of so much interest to other people. So can you tell us a little bit about your program in terms of how you got in? What was the process like? You know, things like emailing professors, like, you know, do you do lab works? What is it? What is it about?
Well, the Department of Biochemistry here, it's more like a consolidated department with a chemistry department. So we have the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry together, knitted together as one.
Okay. And
so we have faculties who are undertaking researches in the field of analytical biochemistry, analytical chemistry, biochemistry itself, computational chemistry, organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, physical chemistry.
Oh wow.
And material sciences. And these professors also have expertise cutting across microbial manipulations, structural, chemical structures, spectroscopic techniques, and mechanisms at the molecular level. You know, so the program is more like very interdisciplinary and very collaborative. And so during my research, I came across all of this, and then I also found a fit, which has to do with the research lab I'm currently enrolled in. And so when I went to the website, this department is unique in the sense that you don't have to purposely secure or procure potential or prospective supervisors that you'll be working with. All you have to do is just apply and pay your application fee. Okay. And the good thing is that you can get your application fee waived by writing a short professional paragraph detailing your suitability for the program and why you are choosing this department, and then attaching your transcript with keys that will define what each of your grades mean. And if you have English language proficiency, you have to attach that too. But for what I know, Ghana is not required to submit English language proficiency, but other countries are required to do such. Yeah. With your 3 letters of recommendation, which is always a must, and then you get your application fee waiver.
Oh wow, I didn't know. But that's really good.
Yeah. And
because I paid $60.
Yeah, likewise. I also had issues getting my application fee waived because I didn't know about this. I didn't know how to do this to get application waive my application fee waived, and so I was lucky I was able to join an online seminar, webinar, whatever they call it. and later I was sent a coupon code to apply it for my application fee. So I got it waived. And additionally, applying, you have to answer some 3 questions. They ask you 3 questions about some concept you can really teach somebody that you have learned during undergraduate studies. And I don't remember very well. But
that's really detailed. I mean, that's like very different from how we apply to the math department or like the math programs. It's totally different. But yeah, that's interesting. So tell me, now that you are here, you said you're doing a PhD, right?
That's right.
What is your interest in? What is your area of research? And with that, I want you to tell us how that works in line with your career goals. Or if you've not decided yet, like that's also okay.
Yeah. So the first year, it entailed having to undertake lab rotations, where you learn basic laboratory principles and put your interest to the test. So you have the opportunity to work with 2 labs in the course of the first semester that you think best suit your interest. And then based on that, in the second semester, you will officially join one of those laboratories.
Okay.
If by the end of the second semester you are still unable to identify which lab best suits your interest, then you can still
do a rotation
okay, until you become finally satisfied that, okay, this is what I want, then you go for it.
Okay.
So in my case, I was looking into something about protein sciences because I just like anything protein. Oh gosh, it makes me sublime. I like protein. So after the rotation, I have finally joined the Dubois lab. So the research currently being done in this lab involves designing enzymes that can potentially biodegrade single-use plastics, like the plastic bottles you've been drinking water from, that we can potentially degrade it so that it becomes carbon dioxide and water to produce a substrate that becomes raw materials for microorganisms.
Yes.
Potentially, we want to essentially eliminate plastics.
Yeah.
We don't want to break it down so it becomes microplastic, which could equally leach into the soil and so
which is
end
harmful.
up in our food. Yeah, so more like biocatalysis sort of.
Yeah,
so far, yeah.
That sounds very interesting. Although I have no idea what you're talking about, but it's very interesting. All right, so tell me, are you a GRA or a GTA? And if so, what exactly do you do?
So right now we are in the summer break. So for this summer period, I am a graduate research assistant. But in my first 2 semesters, I was a graduate teaching assistant. And as a graduate teaching assistant, I am the sole facilitator of the lab. In the first semester, I coordinated 3 laboratory sections in a week. 3 hours per each section, each having 20 students. So it's up to you to teach the lab, make sure that everything is correctly done, grade by the end of the week, like that on the ending for all 3 sections, and it goes on. In the second semester, I was lucky it reduced to 2, so I had 2 sections. Apart from this, I'm supposed to also be observing office hours. Because I have 3 sessions in a week. I have 3 hours of office hours in a week and 2 hours in the next semester.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Right. So now let's get into why you are here. How is academics for you? How was academics for you? How was studying? Was it anything like, as you mentioned, you went to University of Cape Coast? Was it anything like how you studied back at home? How was it like?
This past 1 year has been one of the academically challenging and intensive years I've experienced so far in my academic
journey
so far. Considering the fact that we are moving from a different country to a new country, a new state, a new city, a new environment, and meeting new people. Adaptation. So the transitioning. Considering also that the amount of information that you are supposed to absorb every week, the sheer load of work you have to do, and the pace of learning that you need to catch up with.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy. It's something else that we need to get used to. You see.
Tough skin.
Yes, all these things coupled with your responsibilities as a graduate teaching assistant, it's not very easy. See, we completed a whole fat book like this within 2 semesters. It's so huge. Oh my god, it was crazy. Especially the assignments, it was crazy. So let me take it from the experience in terms of personal relation. First of all, you want to understand the culture of the people you're interacting with, your students.
Yeah.
The way they say things, how they want to say it. You would want to be able to communicate to them so that they're able to understand you.
Yes.
That's my friend. And also the accent. You want to develop a listening ear so that you can be able to hear this slurring kind of thing. Plus my very thick accent.
I can relate. You want to make sure that your students can hear you.
Yeah. No matter how much you try, your dominant motherland keeps interfering, which tends to build this tension of communication barriers.
Yeah.
But we've been able to.
And you succeeded. That's the bigger part of the whole thing.
Yeah,
it's doable. Yeah. It is challenging. I wouldn't even lie to you.
Yeah, it was harsh. It wasn't very easy. Additionally, we are also talking about a new environment. Look at Montana State, for instance. The altitude and the dryness of the environment and the coldness of the environment.
It's all a factor to consider.
So crazy. Even so, if I go to the bathhouse, if I'm about to take a shower, I have to gently bend down so that I don't break my skin. I had a lot of cracks last fall. It was so crazy.
Yeah, I understand. So that is to say that you always need to look into the state or the conditions that you are applying to before you do. Because some schools comes with states that are easy for us, especially for international students to move in. Others are not. So it's not just about like, hey, the school admitted me. It's about how well you'll be able to get into the environment. Because environment, people, everything makes you who you are. It shapes you into becoming the PhD student or the master's students that you want to be. Right, so let's get into the fun part, because that's usually what everybody wants to hear. Now, you're a PhD student. I know the struggles are a lot, the thinking and everything. How do you de-stress? And as such, like, what are some of the fun things that you do? What are some of the fun things that you've done so far in Bozeman?
Well, like I was saying, the first year was really hectic for me. Just before the academic semester started, I was full of vigor. The excitement that came with my admission, that kind of vim. I came here with a vim, so I was ready for action. Not until I had the news of my daddy's passing, so it demoralized me a little bit, but that didn't keep me down. So, by the grace of God, things are still
You're still
going on smoothly. So, in terms of stress, releasing, I like playing drums a lot. Drums.
Yeah.
And so, the first thing I did for myself was to gratify myself when I got here, because when I was in Ghana, after I had graduated, I wasn't working, I wasn't having money, I couldn't even eat Gary Soakings.
That is too much, but yeah.
Once I got here, the funding, I got my small stipends, so I decided to reward myself after having gone through this intensive application process.
Yeah.
I got myself an electronic set of drums. In fact, I intended buying it for myself, but I was lucky. Somebody from the church said he liked the way I played, so he bought it for me. I was happy to have it in my room. So whenever I'm stressed, I just go and sit, put my headset, start drumming. Really stressed. Additionally, I also like hitting the gym sometimes, fighting on the treadmill.
I heard you run for 30 minutes on the treadmill.
But 30 minutes is short.
Okay. So that is, please, if you want to know more about treadmill and how you can run on it, please, you can contact him, and I'll leave his socials down below in the description. Definitely hit him up, because he can run.
Oh, just 30 minutes? That's not a lot.
We should probably take you to the M or Pete Hill so we can see how running you can run. Because surface level running there is just enough.
Yeah, so I visit the gym sometimes. Yeah, to just keep fit.
Awesome.
I don't get enough of the sunlight here and stuff like that, so gotta do what I gotta do to keep fit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean. All right. So to end this video, what are some of the few words that you tell the people that are coming right after you who are interested in applying into a biochemistry program?
Well, the good thing about applying to the PhD program here is that it's always funded. The program is predominantly for the PhD program, but you can equally apply to the master's program. Once you get admission, you don't have to worry about funding. The funding is 101% assured. It's not a difficult task. This is one of the simplest applications I have processed in my entire application process. It was so simple. The interview was so flexible. It's just one person, the program coordinator. Just before she even started questioning me, it's like she had already admitted me. I felt it that way, but that kind of thing. So just put in the application. You are eligible to get in an application fee waiver. It's so easy. Just get your professional 1-paragraph essay, get your transcripts, direct it to the program coordinator. You get a feedback from them. If you are not unable to do that, make sure you just check their calendars and join their webinars. Once you're able to attend a webinar, you'll be able to get an application fee waiver, and the application fee waiver is granted until the 1st of January in every application cycle, and your applications are given priority until 15th of January of every application cycle. So the earlier you apply, the better.
The earlier you apply, the better. Thank you so much, Manny, for coming on this channel and for sharing your little experience with us.
Yep.
Sorry, actually, let's take it again. For sharing your huge experience with us.
It's so little.
Yeah. So maybe we might see Manny again. But if you have a question concerning biochemistry or anything around that area, please put in the description below, and I'll be sure to link it out to Emmanuel. And if you have any question, I'll be linking his socials down below in the description box. Do not forget to like this video, share this video to friends and family, subscribe if you have not, and with that said, see you in my next video. Bye for now.
Bye.